Good afternoon, dear students. Uh, our lesson was about quadratic forms. It was the final lesson of Module 1, Linear Algebra. Currently, we're starting Analytical Geometry module mm, that should be easier for you. And starting it with the topic straight line on a plane. Uh, First of all, let's remember some theoretical material, different kinds of straight line equation, different forms. So this is the general equation of a straight line. A and B are coordinates of a normal vector, a vector that is perpendicular to the line. Then other form, 2 points form, so the points of the straight equation of the straight line passing through 2 points. So this is this form. Then canonical equation of the straight line, basically 2 points form is equivalent to canonical form. So if reduce 2 points from equation, we will have a canonical form. Then equation in the intercept form. So A is x-intercept, y is so B is y-intercept. It is useful and convenient when building graphs of linear function. Equation in slope-intercept form you know from the school. You remember graphics of linear functions. So K is a slope, B is y-intercept. Then equation in the point slope form, so that we can use it, so we can write it when we know the slope and the point that belongs this line. Parametric equation sometimes is very useful. So parameter is a real number. And here is the condition of parallelism of lines. So lines L1 and L2 are parallel if coordinates of normal vectors are proportional or slopes are equal. And lines are perpendicular if and only if. So basically, you remember from the vector algebra. So if the product of a scalar product of normal vectors is 0, or scalar product of direction vector is 0, and also or in a slopes form. So k2 equals -1 by k1, so inverse proportion. And here is the formula of distance between a straight line and the point. So the magnitude of a scalar product of the normal vector and point plus free coefficient free member C divided by the magnitude of normal vector. Any questions, comments about equations? Okay, as I see, no comments. Well, so moving next, now starting now starting solving tasks. I will leave these equations always in front of you because we will use them a lot of times. Okay, so depending on situation, depending on requirements and conditions that we have, we will use different forms. They are equivalent. We can move from one form to another. If nothing told about the equation, nothing mentioned about equation form in conditions, we can use any that is the most convenient for us. So, how to solve part A? Who remembers? Who knows which equation to use better? The new?
I think we can choose second equation, where equation of straight line passing through 2 points.
Yeah, correct. So we have 2 points. We know 2 points, so we just use this equation. And let's do it. So x minus 1, then divided by 3 minus 1 equals y minus 2 divided by 5 minus 2. And if we rewrite it, we will get the canonical equation. So if we reduce it, simplifying. So this is the canonical equation. Okay, part B. So writing down the equation that passes through the point M and parallel to vector S. Which formula to use here?
Canonical equation.
Canonical equation, right. Canonical equation, so we know the direction vector. So S it will be the direction vector for this line. So M and N is coordinates, and we know the point. So yeah, x minus 1 divided by 0 equals 1 minus y minus 2 divided by minus 1. By the way, so such kind of recording doesn't mean that we need to divide by 0. It just means that the coordinate of a direction vector is 0. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, and basically the coefficient before x for x is 1 or 0 in such case. Okay, part C. So how to solve this? So orthogonal perpendicular to vector n. Which to use? Well, this form is not written here, but we can get it from the general form. It is similar to general form. Who remembers? Okay, so what we need? So a x minus x0 plus b by y minus y0. So this is the equation of the line for which we know normal vector and the point that belongs it. So how to write in our case? So coefficients a and b. So where can we take them?
It will be 3 and minus 5.
Yeah, so coordinates of vector n, that is the normal vector for this line. Yeah, by the way, let's write also like this. So L and so 3 by x minus 1 plus, no, not plus, minus 5 by y minus 2 equals 0. And if we expand the brackets, we will get the final, the general equation. So let's do it. And that's it. Any questions about this task?
No.
Okay, let's move next. So we need to find the distance between two straight lines. Of course, we can find the distance between only parallel lines, straight lines, and we know that they. So on the plane, two lines either parallel or they intersect. And first of all, we need to verify that L1 and L2 are parallel. So A1 by A2 equals so 3 by 6, 1 second. Then B1 by B2 equals -4 by -8. So 1 second. Also, we need to verify C as well, because if there are so if the proportion is the same, it will mean that lines L1 and L2 are matching. But here we already see that it is not equal to 1 second, so L1 is parallel to L2. So it means that we can find distance between them. Okay, how to find distance between two lines? So here we have the equation for distance between the line and point, and so we have no final formula for just for two lines, but we can use this equation. Yeah, Daniel?
I wanted to say that we can choose point from another line and put its
Okay.
point.
Yeah, correct. So which line to choose?
For example, L2.
Okay, let's select M that belongs L2. Okay, so now let's take some coordinates. Well, sorry?
For example, x0, and we can find
Yeah, if we assign x 0, so y, no, so not so good numbers, by the way. Well, as I see, it's better to choose another point just because of convenient calculations. So if I look here, well, I believe that it's better to choose L1 and and use another point. So basically, it doesn't depend on which point we choose, but we want to simplify our calculations. So if I assign, so I take x from so m from L1, and I assign x1, and y will be equal to 2. So and then we won't have to, so we will have only whole numbers. So if we choose 0 here, we would have to divide 13 by 8, so a lot of fractions. It's not convenient, but the result here will be the same. Okay, so now let's find the distance. So 1 by 6 minus 2 by 8 minus 13 and divided by, oh, by the way, good numbers. So 36 plus 64, so easy to extract the square root. That's great. So 6 minus 16, so minus 10 minus 13, so 23 divided by 10. And if write in decimal form, so 2.3. Any questions about this task?
No.
Okay, no questions. Great. So let's erase it and move to another task that is quite big. Task 3. By the way, do I have to zoom in, or it is so if you, or you see it well enough? So is it okay for you, or zoom in?
It is
It's
okay.
sorry?
It is okay.
Okay. Nice. So continuing. So we need to do a lot of tasks here. In one task, we have two straight lines, and we have a point with the coordinates -4, 7. So first of all, we need to find slope of straight line L1 and its y-intercept. So how to solve point A? Section A. We have a general equation, so which to use, which will be the best choice. So okay, so
Slope of where it is equation in the slope intercept form.
yeah,
Maybe
so that what we need. So we will rewrite this equation. So y equals minus 4x plus 8. So we even don't need to divide anything. It's quite convenient. So what is the slope? So slope value
It's -4.
-4, yeah. So and what about y-intercept? Can we find it from this equation already?
8.
Yeah, 8. So B1 is y-intercept. So found it. Okay. So now finding, so writing down intercept form for both lines. It is useful for us because anyway we will have to draw a graph of these lines. So for L1 line, let's rewrite. So 4x plus y divided by 8. So then 4x by 8 plus y by 8 equals 1. And finally, L1, so x by 2 equals, oh, plus y by 8 equals 1. And for L2, x minus 5y equals 2. So dividing it by 2. And we need to rewrite it, so just to move a b here. So y by minus 2 by 5 equals 1, and for convenient drawing graphs, let's write it in the decimal form. So that's it. Any questions about this point?
No.
Okay, no points. Okay. Part C, we need to find the intersection point of these lines. How to solve? So you know it from the school, basically. So you don't remember. We need to find the intersection of these lines. Well, so it's quite easy. We need to solve this system of equations of these lines. And that's it. So let's do this substitution. So x equals 5y plus 2. And 4, so 5y plus 2 plus y minus 8 equals 0. So let's find y from this equation. So 20y plus 8 plus y minus 8 equals 0. And by the way, constants are eliminated. So y equals 2. Y equals 0. And then x equals 2. So coordinates of n are 2 and 0. So now is it understandable? So because nobody answered how to solve, how to find. So just
Yes.
solve an equation system for based on these lines. But if the equation is not compatible, it means that intersection point does not exist and lines are parallel, but not in our case. Well, then we need to write down equation of the straight point L3 that passes through the point M, and it is parallel to straight line L2. So let's do it. How to solve, by the way? So L3 is parallel to L2. So how to find it? So based on the information that we already have here. What can we use to find L3? No ideas. Okay, so if lines are parallel, it means that their normal vectors are equal. And we know normal vector of L2. It equals 1 minus 5. So we know it from the equation. And we know the point that this line passes. So with this information, we can write down the equation. So, and that's it. Yeah, but also it would be nice to expand brackets. So x minus 5y plus 39 equals 0. So any questions about this point? So nobody answered. Okay, I see that no.
Тільки починаємо розбирати всі формули.
Я розумію. Okay, I understand it. But feel free if you don't understand something. Feel free to ask me. So next task is to find to write down equation of the strain point straight point, straight line. By the way, it is a mistake here, not points but lines. I see and feel that something is not okay. Finding for perpendicular. So maybe any idea how to solve? If not, of course, it's not critical. So in this case, perpendicular. But also we will use normal vector, but in other way. Okay, explaining how to solve it. First of all, I will rewrite a general equation of L2 in canonical form. So the canonical form will look like that. So just to write decimal fractions. We found the direction vector. So the direction vector of L2 that equals 1 and 0.2. And it is the normal vector of line L2. So now we found the normal vector of L4. So normal vector of L4. And we know the point that it passes. So we can write down the equation. So x plus 4 plus 0.2 y minus 7 equals 0. Now let's expand everything. X plus 0.2y plus 2.6 equals 0. Okay, let's rewrite it in more convenient way to remove all fractions, so decimal numbers. So they will be whole. I will multiply both parts of this equation by 5. So 5x, oh no, not L3 but L4. Yeah. So correct. Yeah, and this is L4 as well. Uh, 5x plus y plus lucky number 13 equals 0. Any questions about this section?
Can you explain, please, once again, how we get vector S2?
Okay, so if I rewrite canonical so if I write a general equation into a canonical form, I can find the coordinates of a direction vector. So m and n are coordinates of direction vector, and in our case here they are. So if this is the line, so this is the direction vector, and this normal vector. Normal vector is always perpendicular, and direction vector either belongs this line or parallel to it. So have I answered your question?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and we were finding a perpendicular line, so that's what we needed. Okay. Then let's move next. The next task will be to find distance between point M and a straight line L2. So let's do it. Section F. So basically we have here everything that we need. So we have coordinates of point M and coordinates of normal vector. So 1 by -4 minus 5 by 7 minus 2 divide by 1 plus 25. So it is equal, so it equals minus 4 minus 35 minus 39 minus 2, so minus 41 divided by square root of 26. But yeah, so the magnitude, of course. So the result is 41 divided by square root of 26. Questions about this part?
No.
No questions. Okay, moving next. The next task is to illustrate all results graphically. So let's draw graphics. Yeah, we will redraw them again. So first of all, for L1. So let's write in intercept form. So y by 8 equals 1. And as we can see, so here is x-intercept 2, y-intercept 8. So everything is correct. Then X L1 yeah, L1 and L2. Yeah, L1 found, L2. So X by 2 plus Y by minus 0.4 equals 1. So x-intercept and y-intercept. Correct. Then n point, so intersection point. No, 2, 0. Incorrect. And now it's correct. Here it is. Then okay, let's skip transform into intercept form or other forms. Let's write in the general form. X minus 5y plus, yeah, by the way, first of all, let's draw the point M. So 4 minus 4, 7. So here it is. Okay, and drawing the graph x plus x minus 5y plus 39 equals 0. So correct, it passes through M. And what about L4? So 5x. Yeah, by the way, it's 5. 5x plus y plus 13 equals 0. It also passes through M. And let me, by the way, why can't I? Yeah, I can change the color. So other color. Good. So everything marked here. Yeah, so such high sensitivity. Any questions about this task? Or no questions? Yeah, by the way, sharing this useful link with you. Any questions about this task or no questions about the graphs?
No question.
By the way, lines L1 and L2, they are not perpendicular, as we can see that so L1 and L4, they are intersecting and they are not parallel. But here it is not obvious that they are not perpendicular. Okay, moving next. Yeah, we have some time to solve one more task, and then we will have a break. Okay, so what we are having? So we have two lines, L1 and L2, and so we first of all we need to verify if to examine if these lines are parallel or intersecting. If parallel, we need to find the distance between them. If they're intersecting, we need to find intersection point and the cosine of the angle between them. So let's solve the first part. First, the first part, A1 by A2 equals 1 second. B1 by B2 equals Oh no, what I'm doing? Not 1 second. So I need, yeah, it equals 1 second. Sorry. So 1 second. B1 by 1, 2 equals 1 by -2. So they are not equal, so it means that L1 and L2 are not parallel. So we can find their intersection point. So let's do it. X plus y equals 1. So we are solving equation system. -2y equals -1. I will multiply the first equation. So 2x plus 2y equals 1, equals 2. So then if I add them, so for a kind of Gaussian method, 4x equals 1. And y, by the way, equals 1 minus x. So from this equation. So x equals 1/4 or 0.25. Y equals 3/4 or 0.75. Okay, so then so found the intersection point, and we have to find the cosine of angle between these lines. And by the way, how to find the cosine? So what we need for it? Do we have everything to find it? Any ideas? Okay, we have normal vectors. We know normal vectors for these lines, straight lines. And how to find, so to find cosine of angles, we need to find, so cosine of angle between lines, we need to find cosine between their normal vectors. And how to find angle between normal vectors? Between vectors generally. Well, you remember it from vector algebra. So do you remember or not?
We need to divide the cosine, the Cartesian.
Maybe vector A multiplied by vector B and divided by A module multiplied by
Yeah.
B module.
Yeah, so we just need to divide scalar product of vectors by product of their magnitudes. So what we will do now? So scalar product 1 by 2 minus minus 1 by 2. Yeah, and basically what we will have, so square root of 2 by square root of 8, but we see that it is 0. So these lines are perpendicular, as cosine of the angle is 0. Okay, any questions about this task or no questions? Okay, no questions, so moving to section B, and after that we will have a break. Okay, so we need to as well, we need to check these lines. Their mutual arrangement. And first of all, I need to rewrite L2 equation. So for L1 we have a general form, for L2 canonical form. To compare correctly, to check correctly their arrangement, we need to rewrite equations. So let's transform L2 equation to general form. I will multiply both parts by 2. So x equals minus y plus 1. Then x plus y plus 1 equals 0. So finally, equation of L2 x plus y plus 1 equals 0. So general equation. And what we have? So a1 by a2. So obviously it's 1. b2 b1 by b2 equals 1 as well. And c1 by c2 equals minus 1. So it means that these lines are parallel, they don't match. Daniil, yeah, question?
You wrote our second line after B, the bracket minus y plus 1. Probably it y minus 1.
Sorry, here.
No, a little below.
So below,
Here.
I multiply by 2. So here we have 2 and here minus 2. So this is our minus.
And I understand. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, attentively with science, please. So C1 and C2 are not proportional to A1 and A2, so two different parallel lines. So it means that we cannot find intersection point, but we can find a distance between them. Okay, so as I see, so they're quite, so these equations are quite convenient. So what do you suggest? Suggest your point and the line. Who wants?
On which line?
It's your right to select. Basically, both these equations are quite convenient. So no fraction seems to be here. So any you want. So 1 or 2?
One.
2.
So somebody wants 2, somebody wants 1. So let's vote, let's decide.
Let's go with 2.
Let's have 2.
Okay, let's go with 2. So, and now, so also you have right to choose coordinates. So choose the point on this line. So let's continue.
0, 0.
No, but if we set x 0 and y 0, we won't achieve equality here. So it won't it not doesn't belong this line. But we need to you can assign any value to x
-1,
and then
0,
find
maybe.
okay, x minus 1 equals -1. So y equals 0. And here is m -1, 0. Good choice. So, and now let's move next. So finding distance between m and L1. So L1, so 1 by -1 plus 1 by 0 -1. And 1 plus 1. So what we have, -2. So magnitude of -2 by square root of 2. So 2 by square root of 2. And so the answer is 2. And this is the final answer. Any questions about this task or no questions?
No questions.
Okay, if no questions, we'll have a break for 5 minutes and then solve the last task. Okay, let's continue. So sharing the screen again. Maybe it would be faster because it create new file, but okay. So the last task, we have 3 vertices of triangle, and we need to write down equations of the median AM and height BK, and also we need to find their length. First of all, nice idea would be to draw the line, draw the triangle, and of course points. Okay, first of all, let's assign points. So A, B, and C. And so the median AM, so M is here. So let's join them. Okay, then drawing the line. So let's believe that it is perpendicular, so that this is the height. So BK. Okay. So next, so first of all, let's find the median AM. So your suggestions how to solve. So how to solve? I mean steps. So the algorithm how to find it. So first of all, what do we need? What can you suggest, Maxim? Yeah.
First, we need to find the point M
Correct.
from the mm, from the task. We know that it is the midpoint between B and C, and so we can find it by the formula x1 plus x2 divided by, and so on.
Yeah, correct. So first of all, first step is to find point M coordinates, and the second step is to write down the equation of this line based 2 points line. So we know 2 points, and we will write it. So finding the point M. So xm equals xa. Oh, no, not A, but B plus XC. So 4 by 2 equals 2. YM equals YB plus YC. 6 by 2. Not 3, 2. So 3. So found coordinates of point M, 2, 3. Yeah, and now we'll write down the equation of this median. Okay, so to find it, so we will use the equation of a line going from both so passing through 2 points. So x1 will be A, so first point will be A, and the second M. So x plus 2 divided by 2 plus 2. it equals y plus 2 or plus 3 divided by 3 plus 3. And if reduce x plus 2 divided by 4 equals y plus 3 divided by 6. And now we are finding the length of the median AM, because we know everything for this. So 2 minus 2 in power of 2 plus 3 minus 3 in power of 2. So 4 in power of 2 plus 6 in power of 2. So it equals 16 plus 36, so square root over 52. And we can move 4 outside of here, because 52 is 4 by 13, so 2 square roots from 13. So AM is done. Any questions about this part? Or no questions?
No questions.
Okay. And now we will find BK. So what we have for BK? We know the normal vector of BK. It is equal to oh no, first of all, yeah, well, so how first steps. So we need to find normal vector of BK. That is equal to direction vector of AC. So just for our, so S AC, that also equals a normal vector. Yeah, by the way, so we'll erase it. So, and it equals a normal vector of BK. Okay. So just for convenience, so this is that's it. So finding this vector, and then we will find the equation of BK, and then we will have to find so finding BK, and the next step is to find K. And the last length of BK. Okay, let's start. So to find normal vector of, so let's find direction vector of AC. We need to write equation of the line based, so passing through these points. X plus 2, so the first will be A, x plus 2, and minus 1 plus 2 equals so y plus 3 and 2 plus 3. Yeah, so and yeah, let's simplify it, of course. for better understanding, just to find the direction vector. So x plus 2 divided by 1 equals y plus 3 divided by 5. So normal vector over AC, oh no, that's not normal vector, direction vector of AC equals 1, 5. And it is normal vector of BK. So now we will find equation of BK. We'll write it in the general form because it will be enough for us. So that's what we need. So x minus 5 plus 5 y minus 4. And let's expand brackets. X minus 5 plus 5 y minus 20 equals 0. So finally x plus 5 y minus 25 equals 0. Okay. So what is next? We need to find k coordinates that will allow us find length of BK. That's what we need. So let's solve the system of equations. So this equation, oh, that's not everything. We also need to write rewrite equation of LC in general form. Oh, let's separate it. AC. So dividing it by 5. So 5 x plus 2 equals y plus 3. So 5 x plus 10 minus 1 minus y minus 3 equals 0. So 5 x minus y plus 7 equals 0. Okay. So now writing down equations that we need to solve. So BK and AC. Oh, well, so let's do the substitution. So x equals 25 minus 5y. So 25 minus 5y minus y plus 7 equals 0. So let's find y. minus 26 y equals minus 132. So y equals 132 divided by 26, and if we reduce, so 66 by 13, so it's almost so near to 5. Then what next? We need to find x. So x equals, so 25 minus so 5 by 66, 330 by 13, and it equals so 325 minus 330, so minus 5 by 13. So finally found k with coordinates minus 5 by 13, 66 by 13. And final, what we have to do is to find its magnitude. Yeah, I see that it's not so convenient because of fractions, but we need to solve it, to solve this task. So b, so 5 plus 5 by 13 in square in power of 2. Uh, 4 minus 66 by 13 in power of 2, and square root from all this sum. So now let's evaluate. So 169 here, and now what here we have 13 by 5, 65, so 70 in power of 2, plus so the same 169. So 4 by 13, 52, 52 minus 66, minus 14, so 14 in power of 2. Okay, I will move 1 by 13 out of brackets, out of square root, and so 100, so 17 power of 2 is 4,900, and 14 in power of 2, just a moment, let me calculate, because I forgot this value, but if I'm not mistaken, 196. 14 by 14, yeah, 196. So 1 by, oh, no roots, 101 by 13, so by, and square root of 5,096. And we can move, so we can simplify it, extract some values from this square root. We can extract 4. I see it, but I won't, so I will calculate it on the calculator. So 5,096 by 4 is so 1,274 by 13. And let me check if it can be divided by, so it's not divided by 4, we can see it, so 74. Then what about 9? No, it's not, it cannot be divided by 9, and it cannot be divided by 3. What about, okay, 7, let me calculate.
Probably
it's the-
we can.
Yeah, by the way, it's divided by 49, so I see it. So calculated in on my calculator. So it can be divided by 49. So we move 7 out of brackets. So 14 by 13, and here what remains, square root of 26. So this is the final answer. So this is the length of BK. So any questions about this task? Maybe the whole lesson, previous tasks, and everything else. No questions. Okay. What else I wanted? I want to say you. I want to tell you. So I reorganized a little bit files on DL. So all practical lessons, so PDF files are moved into one folder. So for the first module, for the second module, the same. I will add them. So after each or before each practical lesson. So I will update these folders, and I guess it will be more convenient for you as well. Okay. So
Sorry.
yeah, questions?
Yes, in the last test, we will have the similar question or no? Or question will be random?
What do you mean? Last test, which that for
Like,
last module?
no, for current module in the first. For example, I take once, and if I retake two, so I will have similar question or no?
If I'm not mistaken, they are changed. So prepare properly to the test. Yeah. So be ready to any questions. So usually they are different.
Thank you.
Anything else? Any questions, comments?
And we need to write answers under all tasks, or we can just underline them.
So tests. By the way, so
No in tests, in individual tasks.
but what about individual tasks? No, in individual task you need so individual task for previous module or for current module?
For previous.
For previous module. Okay, let me see what. So what do you mean? So which task, by the way?
Можна на українській?
Можна.
Там треба під кожним завданням писати відповідь, правильно? Чи просто підкреслити відповідь фінально і все?
Ну, запишіть відповідь така, то ну, тому що так буде зручніше перевіряти.
Добре. І
Так, тому дійсно пишіть, щоб було зрозуміло, що ви знайшли те, що від вас вимагалося.
А завдання треба переписувати в individual log?
Що? Ну, переписуйте собі умову, що вам треба зробити, і завдання саме. Так, ну і пронумеруйте. Тобто, щоб було зрозуміло, який, ну, яка це вправа, ну, який номер і яка умова.
добре, дякую.
Відповів на всі питання, так?
Так.
Окей. Я екран нашарив, походу, вже. Зрозумів. Ну, добре. So, have a nice day. Stay safe. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.
Thank you for
Recording
the lesson.
will-
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You
Bye.
too, goodbye.
Bye.